Hello and welcome to the workshop. So here we have the mini fortune teller machine, and it's installed in this little alcove here in the corner of the workshop. We'll just try it out. Should I explain more about how the mini fortune teller works? Okay, it's thinking, and it will give its answer in a moment. Yes. And it resets. Okay, so let's explain some more. This is very simple, and it works off Scratch, and it works off a single microbit as well. The coin acceptor is nearly done. Eventually I want to make it coin operated, but at the minute, as you saw, it's like a free play when you press the button. And what happens? It triggers the scratch animation that displays for a few seconds before it fires off a message to the microbit that works the arrow yes or no. Completely random, 50-50 chance. I might make it play with those odds. The more money you put in, the more likely you're going to get a yes answer than a no. So your wish is granted. And I've just popped it on a little box just to make it a bit more, bit taller, so you're not crouching down to see the screen. Okay, as I said, it's comprised of a scratch and a single microbit. So let's have a look inside to see how it works. So here is the rear of the mini fortune teller cabinet, and as you can see, it's a bit of a rat's nest of wires, but you can see the microbit in there, and the actual screen that displays in the porthole on the front side, believe it or not, it's a little LCD screen that came with a leaflet. It came built into some publicity literature for Land Rover, I think. And when you opened it, it automatically played, and it works off a magnet to trigger it. So when you opened the leaflet, it decoupled two magnets, and it used that as a switch to activate the screen. So all I'm doing is when the button is pressed, let's press the button if I can get in there. The microbit here works this servo motor that does the same as if you're opening that leaflet. It removes the magnet from the screen, and it plays the scratch animation that's been built. After a certain amount of time, when the animation plays, it fires another message up to this servo motor, which works the arrow yes or no. And after some more time has passed, the magnet gets popped back into position, deactivating everything. So I'm using that magnetic switch as a way to control everything. Notice there's a big space here. This is where the coin acceptor is going to go, and basically it's just going to take it's just going to act as a way to activate or make the button on the front usable. So until money has been entered, that button will not work. You can press and press and press and nothing will happen. Okay, so let's turn it around and give it one more go. Okay, so now you've seen a bit more of what goes on behind the scenes. Hopefully, when we next run it, you'll have a better understanding as to what's going on. It is ridiculously simple. It is simple, but effective. So here we go. I've got to ask a question first. Should I talk more about my bigger fortune teller cabinet? So again, it removes that magnet, triggering the screen to play the scratch animation. Oh, and it's a no. It's a no. Maybe he's tired as well as me, as well as everybody else, with me rabbiting on about my fortune telling cabinet, but I will do anyway. So let's let's visit the other side of the workshop and take a look at the bigger Zoltar fortune teller cabinet. So in a dusty corner of the workshop, we have Zoltar, the fortune teller machine. Now he's getting very, very tired. He's over 2 years old now, made from scrap. And again, he runs off a Microbit, believe it or not. Now the Microbit works the coin acceptor, the pressing of the button, the blinking of the eyes, and yeah, this used to move quite a bit across the cards when he was telling your fortune. And then when we, hopefully it still works, when we make a wish, if it goes green, which it is doing, it's granted, but if it glows red, it's not. So about 90% of him is still working. And he's a tall chap. He is really, really tall, as you can see. Probably about 6.5 foot in height. And I used to take him round to shows, showing it off to people, and also getting teenagers to reprogramming. So teaching people how to code things in the real world in a fun and creative way. But yeah, he is too big. He is too big for that sort of thing, which is why I've gone smaller with that, with a very simple version of the fortune teller machine. Right, before we go, let's ask both fortune teller machines the same question. Okay, so here we go. Are my two fortune teller machines going to give the same answer? Let's give it a go. Okay, so if it glows green, it's a yes. If it glows red, it's a no. And it is a red. It's no. Apparently, according to Big Zoltar, they're not going to give the same answers. So let's try it out with the other one. Right, we're back at the mini fortune teller machine. Okay, in our little alcove in the other corner of the workshop. So let's ask the same question. Are you going to give the same answer as the Big Zoltar machine? Here we go. Now he says yes, but the Big Zoltar said no. So yeah, that's a bit of a tricky one. If this one had said no, he's not going to give the same answer. But in saying no, he did give the same answer, so it's a yes. Now that's really twisted my brain. But anyway, that's mystical forces at work for you. There we go, my two fortune teller cabinets, and a bit of background and a bit of understanding as to how they work. Thanks for stopping by.